Hey Rokid, what should I do today?
Looks like you are having a great day in Boston. You could walk the Freedom Trail, go whale watching, or have a dino safari.
The smart glasses race is heating up, and the Rokid AI Glasses Style are one of the latest entries worth taking a closer look at. Priced at $259 USD, they are noticeably cheaper than the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2s, which retail for $379. While these wearables may look the same at first glance, having spent time with them in my daily life has shown that they take very different approaches to the future of techwear. Rokid actually reached out and wanted to sponsor a video in which I compared their smart glasses to Meta's, which to be fair are still the most popular ones on the market. In their core, both offer similar features, including a built-in AI assistant, real-time translation, music playback, and video capture. But where things get interesting is that the Style has a dual chip design, whereas the Gen 2 relies on a single chip, giving Rokid a noticeable advantage, like having a better battery and being snappier overall, but more on that later. Meta is known for keeping tight control over its ecosystem, while Rokid provides developers with a more extensive SDK, allowing them to create their own experiences, and on top of that are the first AI glasses powered by Gemini and ChatGPT. This has resulted in a few features we haven't seen before, such as being able to use your glasses to pay at stores. Don't worry, it does have a few downsides as well, which I'll cover in a second.
Hey Rokid, what do you think of my outfit?
It is a confident, classic style that suits you well. The matching blue tones create a cohesive silhouette.
The Rokid AI Glasses Style go for a modern look that I personally really enjoy wearing, and I've received multiple compliments from people around me. As some of you know, in general I prefer larger sunglasses, so these in my opinion are quite fashionable and go well with many outfits. Over the last few weeks of using them, barely anyone noticed their AI glasses. They only tend to give themselves away when you start recording, seeing the indicator flashing, or when you're speaking to your frames during phone calls. That said, the build feels a little more budget-oriented and do not sit as snug on my face as I'd like, making me wish Rokid offered smaller frame options for people with narrow heads. The choice of a bridge with nose pads may be handy for some, but those with a bigger tip may be out of luck. They are lightweight, hitting just 45 grams in total compared to Meta's 51 grams. To be fair, it's a difference that is so small it pretty much goes unnoticed in daily use. The Style only comes in gloss black with regular dark tinted lenses, and it is a shame transition lenses aren't included by default. You have to customize the glasses on Rokid's website to add them. On the positive side, they offer more than Meta does, such as polarized, photochromic, and blue light blockers, and many lenses are worth considering if you plan to wear glasses full-time or need prescriptions for myopia or hyperopia. On the other hand, if you prefer smaller frames and a premium classic design with no nose pads, the Ray-Ban Meta Wayfarers are a great option. As we grew up seeing them in movies like Blues Brothers and The Breakfast Club, they are simply iconic. Because they are so recognizable, most people do not realize they are smart glasses either. They do give themselves away once you start recording or ringing your friends. I did not farm as many compliments with these as I did with my Rokids, funny enough, but if you don't like to be in the center of attention, these are discreet. Meta may not have as many lenses as Rokid, but do offer more styles. The Wayfarers I purchased come in matte black, gloss, and cosmic blue. The price does go up when you want transition lenses that automatically darken when moving from in to outdoors. And prescriptions are part of their service too, but are pricier than Rokid.
Hey Rokid, what am I doing right now?
I see you holding a DJI Osmo Pocket camera, likely capturing the beautiful scenery around you. You are standing outdoors near a small body of water with a wooden bridge in the background.
The Styles feature 32 gigs of storage and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera capable of shooting 3K vertical video at 30 frames per second, which matches the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2s precisely. Unless you're a camera nut, you're not going to notice a major difference. Rokid's videos appear softer with a bit more noise, but brightness and color reproduction looks comparable across both. The Gen 2s do deliver a slightly sharper image with more contrast, but once the footage is compressed for social media, the difference becomes hard to notice. Oh, and talking about photos, they again don't seem to differ much, but did notice the styles are slightly oversaturated versus the Gen 2s. Where Meta lets you choose between different stabilization settings for your videos, Rokid offers flexibility in recording formats, such as choosing landscape mode, but does mean you dip below 3K. To be fair, this has been a highly requested feature among tech enthusiasts on Meta's subreddit, but we have yet to see this come to fruition. It is great to finally see it implemented by one of the underdogs, and hopefully this will motivate the others to do the same. Another standout feature on the Rokids is the recording length. The Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2s are limited to 5-minute clips, while these can record up to 10 minutes. This alone is a huge deal to those who want to share a lot of their adventures and don't want to be capped by 5. You can trigger recording either via voice assistant or using the physical camera button on the front. An LED light will then turn on to indicate you're recording. Next up are the open-ear speakers, which let you hear your surroundings while still enjoying private audio. Being able to listen to tracks or talking to someone while staying aware of your environment is generally useful. Surprisingly, you cannot directly connect music services through the Hi Rokid mobile app, so you will need to start playback from your phone first. Funny enough, once music is playing, you can control the volume by swiping the temple or skip tracks using the voice assistant. Meta software is clearly more flashed out. When you ask it to play an album, it will look it up and you're ready to go. It helps that you can directly connect your frames to Spotify and Apple Music through their mobile app, something I haven't seen on Rokids. With an open design, you obviously miss out on a deep bass or noise cancellation, but turning them up at a decent volume is generally enough for most situations. In terms of audio quality, the Ray-Bans sound a bit less flat, but do not play as loud, so it totally depends on what you prefer.
Can you translate this for me?
This translates to on-leash walking. It means that, in this area, you are welcome to walk your dog as long as it remains on a leash.
Both glasses support live translation, with Rokid supporting over 89 languages compared to Meta's 15. In general, the style translates faster in real time, but highly depends on if you are switched to the off or online mode. The voice assistant can lag behind, sometimes delivering only partial sentences, but notice that the better the internet connection, the more accurate the results were. On the other hand, Meta's translations may cover fewer languages, but tends to be more accurate. Sadly, it doesn't translate offline.
Hey Rokid, what's the highest rated album on my wall?
Daft Punk's Discovery is the highest rated album on your wall. It is a critically acclaimed electronic masterpiece with consistently high scores across major music review platforms.
Things get interesting when comparing the AI assistants. Rokid takes a more open approach, supporting multiple AI models, such as ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, and Alibaba's Qwen, while the Ray-Ban Meta glasses rely on Meta AI. On the Rokids, I can ask about the weather or time, get descriptions of my surroundings, navigate using Google Maps, translate text, or convert currencies. In some ways, the AI experience actually feels a bit more capable and less polished than Meta's AI assistant. However, when it comes to everyday commands like playing specific music, uploading photos directly to social media, or sending messages, the Rokids respond that these features are still in development. As of recording this video, that makes the Gen 2's voice assistant, well, more practical. They have a clear advantage here, largely because Meta owns platforms like WhatsApp and Instagram, which are deeply integrated into its wearables and directly connected to Meta AI. One feature worth highlighting that I wish I could actually try is the ability to pay at a glance. The Rokids can scan a QR code and connect directly to Alipay for quick payments. Sadly, this feature isn't available in North America yet, but with broader payment support in the future, it could become a really compelling feature.
How old do you think this tree is?
Given its size compared to the surrounding forest, it is likely between 100 and 150 years old. It is a magnificent specimen that has likely been a silent witness to over a century of history.
Now, you might be wondering how all of this affects battery life. Well, interestingly, the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2s have a bigger battery, but the Rokid AI Glasses Style last much longer. During mixed use, I found out they get about 10 hours of playtime, while the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2s offer around 8. The reason why Rokid beats Meta is because, while powered by the same Snapdragon AR1 Gen 1, it uses an additional companion chip that handles part of the computing, resulting into being far more efficient. Where Meta does have the advantage is charging. Not only does it charge faster, it also comes with a case that lets you do it in the first place. That's right, the Rokids do not include a charging case. Instead, you receive a foldable housing that, yes, has a unique design, but isn't very practical. I found out it's not waterproof and doesn't hold the glasses securely, which causes them to bounce around inside. You do get an extra pouch that takes up less space, but doesn't protect them very well. Having no charging case is partly the reason why they're only $259 to begin with, as Meta gives you no option to buy the frames without. This means you have to deal with a small charging cable that, in my opinion, isn't very convenient and easy to lose. Rokid does sell a charging case priced at $79, which coincidentally brings the base price to almost the same level as the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2. I did not have the opportunity to test it, so I can't tell you if it's worth it. So in the end, both the Rokid AI Glasses Style and the Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2 approach smart glasses from slightly different angles. Rokid focuses more on AI features and flexibility. They offer things like longer recording times, AI shortcuts, offline translation, navigation through the inbuilt AI assistant, broader languages support, and the option to use different AI models. At $259, they offer strong value, and in some areas even push ahead of Meta's glasses. The trade-off is that you have to charge them on a budget, and parts of the experience still feel a bit less tight. Meta, priced at $379, prioritizes comfort, design, and overall polish. Thanks to deeper integrations with connected apps, the Gen 2s feel more consistent and reliable for daily use. The downside is that you're largely tied into Meta's ecosystem with fewer customization options and less flexibility when it comes to AI. Overall, the Rokids are one of the first real competitors to Meta's smart glasses, and being open source does make them stand out. It does prove that there's still plenty of room for innovation in this category. Either way, competition at different price points is clearly pushing smart glasses forward, which is a positive sign for where techwear is headed. If you're interested, you can find a link to the Style glasses in the description below. By clicking my affiliate link, you get $20 off on the official Rokid website and Amazon. And if you decide to buy them with prescription lenses, you get an additional $30 discount. And that's it for me. Let me know what you think of these glasses. And with that being said, until next time, bye bye for now.